your books? Hello, yes.
Nella?
Will you get me another coffee?
Nella?
Will you get Advil for me?
Nella?
Nella,
2 copies.
Nella,
I need you.
Nella.
Nella. There's someone you have to meet. This is Hazel May McCall, my new assistant.
Really? Hi. It's just really nice that you're here.
Right back at you. You know that hall of white people they have here?
Welcome to Wagner.
Wagner's just... You'll see. I am ready to recommend your promotion to assistant editor.
I lit so many intention candles for this.
What the...
You were bold, and you have a lot of potential.
Something really strange happened.
I told you that company was a hellhole.
I'd feel sorry for anyone who was unfortunate enough to be in our way.
Did you come to my apartment last night?
What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm completely losing my mind. Hazel?
Hazel.
Girl, I told you.
Have you noticed Nella acting weird lately? She just seemed a bit off.
This has been driving me crazy.
Crazy.
I know that this sounds like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but every conspiracy about white people being whack ends up being true in like 20 years.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for The Other Black Girl, streaming right now on Hulu. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And as you see on the screen, I'm so excited, so delighted to have a pair of the directors from The Other Black Girl. I have Auroro Guerrero and Naima Ramos Chapman. Thank you both so much for your time. I appreciate you both.
Appreciate you.
So it's streaming now. Everybody can check it out. I'm keeping it real. I binged it all this morning. I'm very sick right now. I have a lot of meds in me. So to have a day to just binge though is amazing. You know, despite being sick, it really made my day, and it's a pleasure to speak with you both. Bravo on the amazing job you both did. I'm so delighted to talk with you both. So now that it's here, y'all's work is here. We all can give you praise and flowers for the work you did. What was it like working on this project when it came your way? If I could throw it to you, Naima, when this first came your way and like, hey, this is a cool project. Did it make you dance though, Naima? Because I saw another interview with you. It's about things that make you dance. Did it make you dance?
Well, it did, to be honest. I mean, when the project came to me, I was just super excited because, one, I recognized that a good colleague of mine, Mariama Diallo, was on it. And, you know, I just didn't make me dance. That is hilarious. You must have seen those pandemic music videos that I did. But it definitely inspired a lot and had my wheels turning, you know, especially episode 7, because there was just an opportunity to kind of, you know, weave in certain stylistic choices. I like gestural choreography and just having fun with the ensemble cast. It's definitely like invites you like honey. It traps you into that. It's hypnotic. Which really goes along with Hazel's character of just trying to like get Nella into her web. So yeah, I read the pages. I really, really enjoyed, you know, my first conversation with Jordan Redout and with Gus Hickey. And the talent is just like impeccable. I think Ashley Murray does a wonderful job just switching from like sweet and you just want to be close, and then she just like stabs you up with this like it's just wonderful. So, you know, to get an opportunity to sort of make that work and really talk to artists who get it and can kind of just continue to push their work to the next level when you're in the room with them is just like an honor. So, you know, it definitely made me dance. If you ask anybody who was there, I was probably dancing on set after every take. So to say I had a good time would be an understatement. So yeah.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Naima. And for you, Aurora, I saw another interview you did with OWN, you know, of giving yourself permission. I love that. To now take and flex on here, Aurora, you flexed. Can you tell me about getting on this project?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Onyx, who was producing the show, they have been wanting me to work with them, and I've been wanting to work with them because they're very much about people of color and people of color creators. And so when this show was presented to me, I was super excited about it. One, because the book was really good, it was amazing, and I really loved the genre element of it, especially the thriller kind of horror pieces to it, which I haven't been able to dig into. I've been doing a lot of dramedy. And so that is something that I've been seeking out. And so to be able to jump into that genre and also have social commentary and people of color at the center of it, I was like, hell yeah, like, thank you. Like, I appreciate it that, you know, you want me to take part in this. And so really excited about it. And then once I sort of landed, when we were in pre-production and stuff, I started realizing how they were playing with different genres, not just the horror and thriller, but really the comedy coming through. I was like, wow, like it's not often you see this blend. And, you know, I was really excited by it. I was nervous by it because it can get really tricky. And so that was something that I appreciated because it was a challenge for me and for all of us to take on and to try to find ways to make that sort of shifting in and out of tone to work. So I think, you know, now, like when you're in the trenches, like you're just in the work, you know, and like you're hoping that it's working. You feel like it is, but you don't know if the rest of the world's going to feel like that. So now that, you know, audiences and critics are like loving this, I'm like, oh my God, that's so validating, because we worked our asses off on this show. You know, all of us did, because all our episodes were super ambitious and very different. And so yeah, it's gratifying. It's really gratifying.
Hell yeah. So many layers. Just everything in this is just so captivating. And again, you know, being sick, I have to still do this interview with y'all. I still have to talk to y'all because I gotta give y'all praise, gotta give you flowers. It's so good. And again, let me remind everybody, streaming right now on Hulu, all 10 episodes, The Other Black Girl. As I was watching it, I started to think, man, I got to tell all my friends, you know, about this. And I know it's going to be water cooler conversation at my place of office and just everywhere. So one of the big things I connected with, it spoke to me. I've been the token young Filipino cat in my office. My wife, the token Black girl in her office. Woo! I know we can all share these stories and feel connected with this. I want to throw that to you both, being women of color as well, about that material and how it speaks to these generations that are going to be checking this out. If I could throw it back to you, Naima.
Yeah. I mean, like, I grew up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, and my parents are civil rights activists. Like, my mom used to bodyguard for Angela Davis, and my dad used to like help write speeches for her when they were young. And so I come from a very like keep it real background. And, you know, it was tough for me to kind of, you know, I used to be a journalist, but be in those white cubicles and kind of feel like the way I wanted to write or to say and express what I needed to say about issues around immigration or about, you know, whatever the thing that was coming up that I was supposed to tackle. At that establishment where I was the only Black woman with the ideas, only the Black woman working there who was in the idea section, if that makes sense. So it always felt like a struggle and a battle to kind of like present in a way that felt right to, you know, the people in the room, where the people in the room were all white. And so like I really, really identified strongly with, you know, Nella's character and her frustrations, also with Hazel kind of coming from the background that made her choose to become, you know, get on this mission with Diana Gordon and kind of distance herself from her more humble beginnings. Like I totally get that. And even now, I think I still sort of have to find a way to understand that this burning desire to belong is universal. You know, all humans go through it. And this construction and mask that we use as Black women, as Black femmes, you know, do we have to wear it, you know, to be successful, I think is the question. And I really just love the way the work kind of posits that and doesn't chastise what choices that we have to make, because we all have to make our own choices. So, you know, like I'm so grateful for that, because I have found myself in those rooms, and I'm so lucky I went to HBCU. I'm so lucky I'm grounded where I can take the real part of me and show up. And I think that's what this show is, asking those hard questions, because I think at every level that we get to, you know, like we have to ask that of ourselves. And I think we feel it in the work, because I think what I love about this show is that I felt represented on screen and held and not preached to. And I think that's why people are just so buzzy around it, because they get to like talk at the water cooler, like you're saying. So, you know, I just love the intricacies and how I can identify with every Black woman on here, because at all the stages of my development, I've been her and her and her. So yeah.
Yes. How about for you, Aurora? How did you connect with the material as well?
Yeah. In similar ways, I grew up working class and like very brown and Black sort of settings, school settings, and at home and in my neighborhood. And then to go to a university like UC Berkeley and then suddenly be the only brown person in the room was shocking to me. Like, I did not know what to do. Like, it was really difficult to navigate that, from the microaggressions to the straight up racism, and not really having community in those rooms. So I super set out to bring in as many people of color, or surround myself, or build a network for myself to be able to, you know, have those conversations and process what that was like. So I could understand Nella's excitement when Hazel steps into the room. Like, that's real. Like that level of comfort and ease. And like, oh my God, like, you know, I got somebody I can definitely relate to. And I can also relate to Malika's character in that through the years, you know, like knowing that just because a person of color steps in the room doesn't mean they're necessarily down with you. Like, there's different like choices that they've made. You know, Naima was talking about choices. Like, we all make choices, and no judgment to them, because the system is fucked up. But you know, they make certain choices, and sometimes those choices turn around and they're kind of like betrayals, like they hit you hella hard. And right. So you kind of have this like little guard up a bit. And so I feel like Malika is like that person who's like, you know, open your eyes, don't be naive. Like, just because she's, you know, Black doesn't mean that she's your girl. And so like, I've been there as well. So I love all those dynamics felt so true and so real and so psychological, right? Because you can get in your head thinking about like reading that other person in the room, right? Or like, are they cool? Are they looking at me like I'm like, are they down with me? Or is she gonna be my homie? Like, it is a whole world, and you really feel Nella go through that, and it really services that part of the show, the tone of the horror, of the, you know, thriller, or the kind of, you know, twilighty feel of it, where, you know, she's just feeling like, what world am I in? Is this really happening? So on all those levels, I really connected to the show.
Yes. I love Queen Malika. She's amazing. Well, Auroro Guerrero, Naima Ramos Chapman, it is a pleasure to speak with you both. Thank you for giving us this amazing work. Everybody, check out The Other Black Girl from the Onyx Collective on Hulu. All 10 episodes are streaming right now. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds World the World. Thank you both. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Guys are awesome. Thank you. Got it. All right. Hello, Naima. Hi, Aurora. Pleasure to meet you both.
Good to meet you.
All right. Let's have some fun. I'm going to count us in real quick to help me with my edit. In a 1, 2, 3.